Another Tuesday, another Dear AJ. That's right, we're back, stronger than ever. Now, let's review these questions and answer them, right? Let's do that right now. Let's go to the action. Alright, action. Okay, let's see. What do we have for this week? Let me see. Alright. Okay, so I got it. I got the questions here. Alright, so the first one. We have Martin Kevin asking, Dear AJ, a question. Which non-vegan justification for not being so do you hate the most? Thank you, Martin Kevin, for that question, and I hate them all the same. Because there's no justification. They're all terrible. What you're trying to defend is the slavery of sentient individuals who, let's face it, deserve to be free from you, from me, and from every other human. So there's no defending this thing. You can't defend not being vegan. Alright? And there's no justification. At least there's no valid one. You can give 100 million reasons, but they're not valid. I'm sorry. The only valid reason is that you're a corpse. You're dead. So you can't be vegan because, let's face it, if you're dead, that means that you're not alive. If you're not alive, you can't be vegan. There you go. And before any of those debate bros and the ridiculous nonsense, well, but what if you're in a coma, AJ? Or what if you're in a vegetative state or whatever? Okay, yeah, those people are alive technically, but they're not really living, So, so they can't be vegan because they can't do anything. They can't think or make any decisions. So there you go. For example, if a vegan falls into a coma and their non-vegan family members keep this vegan alive, and they feed him through a tube or something, and they feed him animal-derived ingredients or whatever it is the person in a coma who was vegan before the coma now not vegan? No, they are vegan in their mind, even though they're mostly gone by this point. But their family is a bunch of nonquats. So, and they don't respect that guy. So I know I went on a tangent there, but just before the ridiculous I actually show up, I'm just preemptively answering this for them too. Oh man, what a fun question. Yes, Martin Kevin. Well, there you go. Alright, so we got what do we have here? No, this one, no. Yeah, here it is. Second question. Gota vegan. Nice. Gota vegan? Or is it Gara vegan? Or what do you pronounce your name? Well, whatever, doesn't matter. You're asking me, if I am vegan, would that mean I no longer kill animals? Hey, no, it doesn't. Here's that other thing, right? No, it doesn't mean that you don't kill animals. Because let's face it, we all do. We all kill and maim and hurt and harm animals in some capacity just because of our existence. We exist, therefore we affect everyone and everything around us. But just because we cannot avoid certain things from happening and stuff like that doesn't mean that you don't get to be vegan. Because veganism, what we're trying to do here is set the animals free from exploitation. And we can do this. This is the actions that we're performing against the animals on purpose. I can control if I'm walking somewhere, if there's like an ant on the floor or whatever, and I step on the ant, something like that. I mean, I try to avoid as many as I can, but what if it doesn't happen? I cannot guarantee that I'm not going to step on some tiny creature who, let's face it, no, they don't deserve to be stomped on. Of course not. And that's not what I'm saying. But we need to understand that this is just some unavoidable thing, or at least at the moment is not. I don't know. There's not much to do, but what we can do is stop using animals. There you go. You can do that. It's really easy to do. Like I said on the previous question, there's no justification against it. Doesn't mean you don't kill, but at least not on purpose. And before the again these debate bros come in here with the ridiculous nonsense. Well, actually, what if a lion attacks you? Well, yes, if I'm being attacked by some animal or even a person, I'm gonna try to defend my life because I have an interest in my own life. And yes, if I have to kill the other animal or even a person to save myself, I probably would do that. And doesn't mean you're not vegan. That doesn't mean anything. So of course it's a tragic event. I don't want it to happen. I hope it never has to happen. But that doesn't make you not vegan. Okay, well, that's it for this week. See you some other Tuesday. Stop being an umquat and stop using animals. Bye.
Rah, 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 rah. I'm a lion.